Imagine this. You're standing in the middle of what you think is your dream home. Brand new, untouched, pristine. But what if that perfect picture is just a mirage?
Don't fall prey to the illusion that new construction homes are perfect. We have seen firsthand how this process can go wrong way too many times.
Yes, and today we're diving into the top 5 mistakes buyers make when purchasing new construction homes in Northern Virginia. Mistakes that can cost you big in time, stress, and money.
So before you drop into that model home to just take a look and end up falling in love, watch our video and download our guide to navigating new construction. And if you want extra help in the process, give us a call.
Strangely enough, sometimes the new construction process can be harder than the resale process though.
Yep.
Lots to learn here. Let's dive into mistake number 1, not knowing the right questions to ask. Realtors with experience in new construction have a long list of questions that we ask even before we visit the model home with you.
We might even be able to vet places out before you even step foot in there because it's just not going to work with your needs. So there are basic questions we can ask about total pricing trends, incentives, and home availability. Another one has to do with your floor plan. Many buyers assume that what they see is what they get, but sometimes your home is the mirror image of the home you loved and you weren't made aware of this fact.
Another really big question you might not think to ask is if you can split up your deposit into pieces rather than pay it up front. Some builder companies require 5% of the sales price when you sign the contract, and you might think you have to wait until you have this much money on hand. But if you do that, the sales price could go up substantially and maybe the layout that you want isn't available anymore.
Understanding the timing of the building cycle is important too. If you want a specific kind of floor plan, it may be released in the future or may be available in a different neighborhood. If you don't know to ask about this, you may settle for a home that isn't ideal.
Asking about plans for land around the development is very important as well. Far too often we hear the story that a sales rep told someone nothing would be built nearby, and they didn't actually have any assurance of this. Having a representative that isn't emotionally involved in the process or financially invested in it can help you research and can save you from ending up living near a construction zone or a future solar farm.
So before you sign that contract, make sure you're asking all the right questions.
Which brings us to mistake number 2, not doing a third-party inspection.
Look, just because it's new doesn't mean it's perfect. We've seen builders install the wrong appliances, miss safety hazards, or even forget entire sections of flooring. And yes, some builders will fix these things, but not all.
That's why a neutral inspector is your insurance policy. They don't work for the builder, they work just for you. And they're going to tell you what's up, even the things you didn't think to check.
As your representative, we take the report and follow up with the builder to be sure that the details are attended to and followed up on.
If you're getting value here so far, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to stay in the loop with more must-know buyer tips.
And if you're ready to learn more, you can download our guide with the top 10 questions to ask a builder with a few bonus questions.
Now back to the expensive new construction mistakes. Mistake number 3, misunderstanding the total costs. This one is so common.
Here's the thing, that base price you see, it's like the sticker price on a car. It doesn't include anything you actually want. Lot premiums, upgraded finishes, those extra feet on the garage, all of it costs more.
We've seen buyers get blindsided. You think you're walking away with a $300,000 home, but by the time you pick out your lot, ceiling fan, countertops, handles, you're looking at $380,000. Now you're stuck with an expensive home you maybe can't afford, but you'll lose your deposit or face legal issues if you don't continue with the contract.
Many builders only price out certain things when you sign the contract, such as structural modifications and lot premiums. It's important to get an estimate of as many things as possible if you have a specific vision for your home and don't want to end up with the lowest quality flooring or kitchen materials. You can ask for estimates earlier on in the process.
Before you put down a single dollar, get a full breakdown of what everything costs as much as possible, from that fancy backsplash to the finished bathroom in the basement that you need.
Now let's talk about mistake number 4, negotiating ineffectively.
Here's where people go wrong. They either ask for way too much and scare off the builder, or they ask for too little and leave money on the table.
And timing matters. Builders are more likely to give concessions at certain time periods, typically at the very beginning or very end of the sales cycle. However, you might not have much leverage if the market is hot and homes are selling quickly.
And if you're too pushy or don't understand the market you're in, you might end up as that high maintenance buyer that the reps might quietly steer away from. Or you might just negotiate so much that another buyer who has the right guidance snatches up the home you want.
Last but definitely not least, misunderstanding the contract.
You might think you're getting the keys in 6 months guaranteed and go ahead and change your lease, but the builder, they can delay for months, up to a year sometimes, and it's totally legal. You signed up for it.
Yep, most contracts actually allow for up to 2 years. Not that I've seen it happen, but it's there. And it's not just the timing, it's the contingencies. What happens if prices drop before you close? What if the builder goes bankrupt? What if they sell the lot next to you to a high traffic business? You need to know exactly what you're agreeing to.
So those are the 5 mistakes. We could go on, but here's the bottom line. Knowing these basic mistakes isn't enough. You need a strategy to avoid them, and that's what we do. If you're thinking about buying new construction in Northern Virginia,
don't go to the builder first. Come to us and we will contact them for you. We can help you avoid these pitfalls and ask the right questions and negotiate effectively.
Hit that subscribe button, give us a call, and let's make sure your brand new home does not come with brand new headaches.